HNT is being listed on another major exchange. Not exactly the major Coinbase listing that everyone is anticipating, but it is still only the fourth day of the year. This is great news for Helium investors and HNT holders. KUCOIN is a major exchange with over 4 million weekly visitors and very impressive 24-hour volume. Trading HNT on KUCOIN starts tomorrow. The most recent major listing before this was Crypto.com back in August. In today's video, we will compare the two exchanges and take a look at the price action following the most recent listing on Crypto.com. This is great news for the community. Let's take a look at some of the details in today's video. Hello everybody and welcome back to another video here in the Crypto Compound channel. I hope everyone had a great New Year's. Welcome back to another video, the first of the year. Please hit that like and subscribe on the way in. It is the best way to help support the channel. In today's video, we are going to be discussing the new listing on KUCOIN for HNT, for Helium. This is huge news, not the anticipated news of a Coinbase listing. However, it is still only the fourth day of the year. We can expect the Coinbase listing to be sometime in Q1, hopefully earlier rather than later. But today we are going to be discussing this KUCOIN listing here, some of the details around the exchange, and a comparison between this and the Crypto.com exchange, and see how we might expect the price to react. We are going to discuss some of these charts. This is not a full technical analysis video, but we will go through it just because they are looking so good right now. Of course, the price action over the last few days has been extremely impressive. Helium has been outperforming and has stayed outperforming, and this recent news of the listing seems to have bought in some bids for HNT, pushing it above $43 just about an hour ago. This is huge news. The listing is going to be very interesting. However, we haven't seen a listing in quite some time, so we're going to reflect a little bit on how we might expect the price to react and if we can still expect this outperformance and perhaps new all-time highs. Guys, first, I really want to touch on one thing. Someone sent me this email that is an impersonator and a spammer and a scammer on Gmail. They reached out to this person pretending to be the Crypto Compound channel. This is what the email looks like. Guys, just remember, I will never reach out to you and solicit your services for anything or try and tell you that I could really make you rich in crypto. That is nothing that I will ever do. So please make sure to ignore these. Click the report button in Gmail if you get something like this. Report these people, report these emails. This is horrible. Some people do get scammed into things like this, and it's really bad. It is very common in the crypto space, so please be very, very aware. I will never contact you with anything like this. All right, guys, so back to the chart here. We're going to go over where we stand right now. I just want to touch on this. We're going to go into more detail in a future video. However, in the previous video, we talked about how we haven't seen two consecutive green weekly candle closes without a following third or fourth. It usually is the beginning because we can see every two consecutive positive green candle weeks, we have seen significant price increases. This is an all-time high at the time. This was an all-time high at the time. This was an all-time high at the time. And more recently, this was also an all-time high range at the time. And all of those started with two consecutive weekly candle closes. And we have not seen that anywhere else on the charts, except we did just have two consecutive candle closes and then a third. We are now in the fourth one here. This is hugely positive news. We will touch on this in future technical analysis videos. However, that is a really, really good setup for this new listing and the new Q1 positive news that we are expecting, whether it's the listing, the redenomination, more 5G updates, or just general Helium partnerships. However, let's take a look at a quick comparison between KUCOIN and Crypto.com. As you can see here on Crypto Market Cap, it lists all of the exchanges and a lot of very valuable data regarding those exchanges. Now, the list is actually organized based on exchange score, not on any of these other columns. But if we look, exchange score is really a combination of all of these other categories, and it sort of ranks them based on a mixture of all of those factors. So there's not one thing that really dictates it, but it's a combination of the entire ecosystem of these exchanges. Now, if we look, we can see Binance is number one. Helium is already on Binance, as we saw. It's over 70% of the volume right now. Coinbase number two, that's coming on the way. If we go down just over here to number 5 is KUCOIN. And it's very interesting because Crypto.com is all the way down here at rank number 14. KUCOIN is at number 5. And when we compare these, it's very interesting. The volume on crypto.com is significantly higher than KUCOIN. However, the other numbers are very interesting. As you can see, the average liquidity is rather similar, not a huge difference there. But the most interesting thing that I found is that the weekly visitors on these exchanges, it is significantly higher on KUCOIN as compared to crypto.com. That is going to give HNT and Helium significantly more exposure to more market participants, which is very, very good. KUCOIN also has a significantly higher number of markets and number of coins listed. This is very good because it is more global. It is going to now put Helium in front of so many more crypto investors, crypto enthusiasts, people out there looking for new coins and new ways to buy them. So I think it is fair to say that this KUCOIN listing is significantly more powerful than this previous crypto.com exchange listing, despite the volume being much higher on crypto.com. I think this is huge news. The number 5 exchange here, based on the exchange score from coinmarketcap.com, is now going to have HNT available, which is huge. And there are going to be so many more people that are going to be able to purchase HNT as of tomorrow morning. As you can see here, this is all the specific details, times, limits, stuff like that. I'll put a link to this website or this announcement down in the description below so you guys can come check it out if you need to. However, I think the most interesting thing about this listing is what I'm going to show you. As you can see here, crypto.com listed HNT on April 30th of 2021. If we look on this chart at the price reaction of HNT on that day, we do have to zoom in here. We can see that in fact, HNT did go on to try and retest the top of this accumulation zone and retest all-time highs, or at least rather close to all-time highs, within $1 of all-time highs following the announcement of the crypto.com listing. This is extraordinarily interesting. As you can see, this is April 30th. This is the candle here. 2 days later, we went on to try and retest the all-time high within $1 of the all-time high at that time. We then did return to the bottom of this accumulation area and then go on to make new all-time highs thereafter at the end of May. Keep in mind the statistics that we just saw on these exchanges. HNT now is going to be available to so many more people in so many different markets around the world now. This is huge news. And as you can see, the price has been reacting to that news. This is really strong. This candle, we were all the way down here earlier today, and as of this news, we have seen a significant increase in the price, currently up 6% on the day. If we look here, hopefully KUCOIN now is going to be the next largest exchange by volume for HNT after Binance. I will expect it to be above FTX. This is not much volume. And of course, as we just saw, KUCOIN is a very big, very global exchange. So this is really good news with a huge number of users. But guys, I also did just want to take a look. We are up 14% over the previous 7 days. Now, this is really good considering if we look here, there are only a few other coins in the top 50 that are performing similarly. As we can see, some of these are similar. Others are up even more, a lot more. But this is very good considering the big ones, the ones that really drive the market, are either flat or down, which is extremely good for HNT. And I think that this announcement today really added some percentage points to this number. This is really good. I am expecting HNT now to react really positively tomorrow, hopefully break this 40 coin by market cap rank. I will be on the lookout for that, but I just wanted to keep you guys updated, make you aware. Perhaps you use KUCOIN and didn't know this was happening. Now you can buy it directly. And of course, we are anticipating this Coinbase listing, hopefully, maybe this month, maybe next month, hopefully sooner rather than later. But guys, that's all I have for today's video. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for watching until the end. Please hit that like and subscribe button if you have not already. But just like that, this video is over and I will see you next time.